glad you guys are finding these jokes funny because for me, I'm 19, I go to school and I play baseball. It's not a funny life. Like, I don't do grown-up shit, so it's hard for me to write jokes that are, like, relatable to older people, so I really appreciate this, you know? I don't say stuff like, oh, fuck, it's tax season. Or, you know, like, I was just telling my girlfriend, like, oh, it's tax season. Like, that was the most grown-up thing I did lately was I activated my own debit card, you know? I feel grown up when I go out with my mom and she buys me a beer. You know, that's when I feel most grown. I mean, I'm the fucking DD tonight. That's how, and I got an X on my hand to perform here. Because I'm gonna drink.
You guys ever get lonely? It's me. I get lonely. You ever just dial random numbers just to see who you get? Yeah, the neighborhood kids, they said that's prank calls. I called it making friends. My favorite, though, was dialing suicide hotlines. Yeah, because they can't hang up on you, state law. Just keep them on the phone a while. They always gotta wind things down. All right, sir, I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm gonna kill myself! Maybe you should, sir. You ever get gas station lonely? You ever notice when you pull up to the bump, it's got that the pump, it's got that button that says press to talk to attendants? Yeah, I always press that shit. Good morning, Pump 2. Is there something I can help you with? Just wondering how your day's going. You wearing that beautiful green smock you've been wearing? I love that shit. That Wii ID pin you got there, oh, it really brings out the color of your eyes. I love it. That's where I said green. I'm a BP man, not Speedway. They lied to you guys. They said if I saved up enough Speedy Rewards points, I could just like cash them in for my own franchise. Saved them up for 10 years. Got like 4 tornadoes and a pack of cookies. Yeah, the cookies were good, but not like 10 years good. But you know you're gas station lonely though when you show up there and you don't even need gas. They get pissed, you know, you just walk over to the pump, press the button. They're like, sir, if you're not gonna pump gas, you need to come inside. And I'm like, yes! She usually makes me pull out.
Broke up a little while ago. I had a long distance relationship. Obviously, because this is not something you need to deal with up close. You need some distance. Ideally, you want different pictures on your currency. But it was a long distance relationship, and so she would always try to do the what the kids call the sexting, which is dumb. But here's why it's dumb: is I'm bad at it because I don't know any sex words. I know thrust and I know boner, and that's it. All I can do is make things out of that. Thrust, boner, thrust. Also, my phone doesn't know the word boner. It auto-corrects it to nonetheless. If you are writing a text message that uses the word nonetheless, just call them and explain. It's gonna be better. Just call them, tell them. But also because it was long distance, she would always want to do, God, I hate saying this, cyber sex. You know, where you type sex things at, again, you're just typing sex things at each other, which again is awful because I can't think of stuff. But because I'm a nerd, she would always be like, hey, let's do characters. Do you want to be Green Arrow? And because I'm a nerd, that doesn't work because I need to know which version of Green Arrow. Are we talking Golden Age? Are we talking Silver Age? Are we talking Longbow Hunters, pre-crisis, post-crisis, Flashpoint? Are we talking TV Green Arrow? Are we talking animated series Green Arrow? Look, there's a lot of things I need to know if I'm going to be able to get a nonetheless. I firmly believe all comedy routines should end on the word nonetheless. I'm
I'm dating a girl in her early 20s. Yeah, what's up, Steve? You fucking know. It is weird though. I feel like I am totally out of it now because I'm 30 years old, right? She's in her early 20s. I gotta keep up. I'm on the Snapchat, right? I'm texting every other word. I can't stand texting girls in their 20s because you guys are just way better at it than what I am, right? It's like, let me crack my thumbs. Let me get a few stretches in before I start going on this texting rampage. It's snap, snap, emoji, 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 okay? That's the number one thing I can't stand about dating a girl in her 20s. It's not even words anymore. It's just emojis, and I gotta decipher what the fuck this means. This is an actual thing the other day. I say, hey, do you want to get something for lunch? And she texts me back, smiley face dancing woman and a dolphin. And I gotta figure out what that is. Like, I don't speak Bieber, what do you mean? And I actually did that joke at a show, and some girl actually yells out, she wants tuna from Subway! That actually makes a lot of sense. Can you decipher my phone and translate for me? The thing I can't stand, actually, I can deal with the emojis, right? If I have somebody yelling out what the hell they mean in the back of the room, but what I can't stand is they do something that's the most arrogant thing I've ever seen in my life. They'll actually put LOL at the end of their own text message. You know how arrogant that shit is? Like just LOL at the end of your text, like don't worry, I hope you have the floors clear because you're gonna be rolling on the floor with laughter at this one. I get how LOL works. Like if you want to say that somebody said something funny so you laughed at it, you put LOL in the text. That makes sense, right? But you're not even doing it out of laughing out loud. You're doing it out of just strictly nerves because you don't want me to take something seriously. Like it's always something mundane too, like, sounds good, see you in 15 minutes. Send. It's like, am I dating a villain? Who is this? I'm a moron, I don't know if you guys can gather that yet. I'm a moron, I actually hate the month of February, and it has nothing to do with the weather or the shortness of it or anything. I hate the month of February because I can't spell it, ever. This is an actual, true story. In 6th grade, I made it to the 2nd round of the spelling bee. That's further than 90% of my friends made it, right? I walk up to the stand, the lady behind it, basically says, your word is February. I spelled it wrong, sat down, no worries, right? 2nd round, me, I'm a champ, right? 7th grade rolls around, I made it to the 3rd round. I feel on cloud 9. I walk up to the stand, no joke, the lady says, your word is February. I laughed into the microphone and spelled it the exact same way I had 364 days earlier. I had 1 year to learn how to spell one word, and I learned fucking nothing. So every time I spell February, it's F-E-B, period. Screw it. I know it's your month, Mike. Sorry. That's the black guy here, guys.
We know each other.
Wow. People say I'm too picky. That's why I'm not married. That's why I'm not having any kids. That's why I don't have a Pomeranian Chihuahua of my own. It's like, you know what? Maybe I am too picky. Maybe I am. Call me old-fashioned. All I'm looking for is like a 7 or a 6. That masturbates and can name me at least 2 members of a Tribe Called Quest. That's it. Thank you. That was a slow clap. I like that one. All right. I think you guys are gonna name me 2 members, I think, after this. So I might have to ask Brian for a room. All right. I don't know. I'm starting to realize that I'm such a huge hip-hop fan that it's starting to invade my everyday life. Like, it's just starting to build in my mind now. Like, the arrogance is coming out. Obviously, you guys can tell because of hip-hop. Like, I literally signed up for Tidal to download that The Life of Pablo album. And when you listen to a Kanye album for a full week, you're a pure asshole for the next week after that. I've started to realize that, though, that hip-hop is the truth. Because I bought a milkshake the other day and all these boys came to my yard. Get out of my yard, boys. I love rappers because no matter what they say, if they end their phrase or rap with a gun noise, it's the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Like literally, you can say anything you want, you end up with a random gun noise. It's just amazing. It should be like quoted and put on office walls to motivate leadership and stuff. Like, I wish as a comedian I could do that. Like, I don't know if you guys know this. Michael Phelps has 2 DUIs. That blows my mind that the greatest swimmer we've ever seen has 2 DUIs. If I'm Michael Phelps and I'm driving home drunk and I see a cop in my rearview mirror, I'm driving my car into a fucking lake. Out of all my friends, though, I am the one, though, that's the only one left that's single, right? So now all my friends want to live vicariously through me because I'm like their one, like married guy, right? So they want to give me advice, right? They're like, Matt, you should join a bunch of online dating websites. It's like, really? I need a bunch? Like, I can't just join one? I need every fucking one to meet someone? Okay, thanks. I think that's a compliment. I like it, though, too, that, like, people that are on online dating websites, God bless you, I'm just not doing it. It's just because it's way too serious for me. eHarmony's actual slogan is, eHarmony, this is not a dating website. This is a relationship site. Jesus, okay, relax. I just signed in, okay? I can't even imagine the women that you'd meet on there. Like, hey, how are you? My name's Matt. Do you want to pick out wallpaper on Tuesday? I'm sorry, what? I booked the church for Saturday. Just show up, asshole. Can you imagine if bars tried to market themselves like that? Like, Tavern on the Square. This is not a dating bar. This is a douchebag establishment. Thank you guys so much. I'm Liz Riley because I can be.
It's hard to commit to Lent. It's a difficult thing. I had to go back and start thinking about things that I hadn't done since Lent had started. I don't know if you guys are familiar. You can't do stuff during Lent. You can't do it. So you just pick out something you haven't done. So I just basically dove into my internet history and just started checking things off. So now for Lent, I've decided I'm giving up, and I wrote them down here so I wouldn't forget. I've given up any porn with more than 6 people, people dressed as birds, or consent. It's gonna be a long Lent. So I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, because if I don't, people ask me about it afterwards. It's really embarrassing. This is my water bottle. His name is Walter. It's just a silly pun. It's not a joke. It's just the guy that I have up here. I have to talk about it because people come up to me and say, "What's that about? You look like Jewish Indiana Jones." I think that Indiana Jones already is Jewish, if you think about it. Wanders through the desert, searches for treasure, fights Nazis. Thank you. If I was gonna be any fictional character mashup, though, I know what I'd be. I would be rapping Sherlock Holmes. And I'm gonna drop some fat Sherlock Holmes beat for you guys. You ready for this? What, you haven't heard? Word. I'm the most singular. The case is a disgrace. You know that you can bring the dirt to me and I'll solve it with precision and discretion. Don't worry about the price. It's for the love of my profession. The crooks I'm always catching, they always start protesting, but soon they are confessing, because I'm teaching them a lesson. Sherlock. I'm the rhyme to the reason why crime doesn't pay. Don't worry, it's done now. We're all good. It's over. So, aside from rapping Sherlock Holmes, I'm here to tell everybody that the world is an amazing place and we should all be happy to be here. There are mirrors up here, and it's good. You always want to check your profile when you're doing comedy. You want to know what it looks like from the sideburns. It's an amazing place. For example, anyone here interested in Pokemon? Any Pokemon fans in the house? Woo! Thank you, Andrew, my brother, who has been loud for every other comedian here. At least you didn't go, I found that joke amusing. I'm gonna get one of those from you tonight, but if you like Pokemon, which apparently only my brother does, you may enjoy animals, which are like Pokemon, but real. For example, there is a bird in Australia that can fire poisonous barbs from its wingtips. This is true. Very cool, right? Bet most of you guys didn't even know that birds wore dress shoes. Elephants go to funerals. When an elephant dies, other elephants will go to their funeral. and try to have sex with people that they knew in high school. I got mad. I know you laugh. So, my favorite animal, though, of course, it's my best friend. It's the dog, the coolest of all the animals. Dogs, my dog, most dogs really, afraid of brooms, vacuums, anything that is in direct competition with the dogs for crumbs. It is an evolutionary imperative for them. They are here to eat our food. If something else is getting rid of it, they fight it. So when you see a dog barking at a Roomba, it's because they know of the impending robot revolution. Which brings me to my next point. How many people here today, show of hands, applause, whatever, have told their life-size sex doll lately that they love it? You know, just make a little time for her. I wanted to share a little thing, a little poetry I've written for my sex doll. Goes something like this. I've got a woman, she's tall and she's fair, with rubber for lips and wires for hair. And when we're out dancing it feels like a dream, but still I'm in love with a fucking machine. Lily, sweet Lily of the uncanny valley, why won't you answer my call? Lily, sweet Lily of the uncanny valley, I forgot to plug you into the wall. I first met my Lily on a dark stormy night, the lightning bolts flashing above. From the moment she sat up on that cold metal slab, well, I knew that we were both in love. Some folks will say that an automaton ain't no suitin' mate for a man, but they shouldn't knock it until they have tried it, a girl who hooks up to your land. To wait for people who internet jokes.
That joke was funny.
There it is.
I got out of the shower the other day. Oh my God, I looked in the mirror. I was naked. Sorry. And my areolas were huge. Fuck, I don't know when that happened. My tits looked like they were wearing yarmulkes. Seriously. They even had the little sideburn thing that they got going on. I was proud, though. It meant my tits were Orthodox. Sorry to my Jewish friends. Some of my best friends are Jewish. So my 17-year-old son comes home and he goes, "Hey Ma, is it okay that my girlfriend sleeps over?" I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, you know, like sleeps over while you and Dad are watching TV." I'm like, "Really? Like, that's awkward." He goes, "Yeah, all my friends' parents let them do it." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I want, is to watch TV and listen to Junior bang the shit out of his girlfriend." I mean, really, this is how I would picture it. Me and my husband sitting there, and me looking at him and going, "Honey, Junior and his little girlfriend is sleeping over." "Oh, I know, those crazy kids, but I really want them to have sex in the safety of their home. I don't want them doing it in the back of the car like we had to. But don't worry, I think they're just playing video games." Or not. Oh my. He is putting it to her, huh? Wow. Oh, honey, I think she just had an orgasm. Holy shit, I think she came twice. Wow, good for her, huh? Those crazy kids. And I gotta tell you, I told you he was good at something. So proud. Oh, hold on, honey, I think he's calling me. "Oh, what, dear?" "Oh, silly. The Vaseline's in the medicine cabinet." "Oh, honey, I think Junior isn't finished. And I think Junior likes the back door." Oh, just like his mother. So proud. So I don't know, I have a weight problem. So I have to wear Spanx. Because believe me, if I didn't have Spanx, this part here between my belly button and my foof, it would look like a Shar-Pei. And I'll tell you what, sometimes I take a sub sandwich and I reheat it right in one of those fat folds. Isn't it disgusting? So anyways, I have to wear Spanx, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with Spanx. It's like a full-size girdle, and there's like a 4 or 5 inch slit right in the crotch area. Which, to be honest with you, I don't even know what that's for. I mean, is it so it's easy for us to pee? Or is it just so it can breathe? That's what I think. I mean, really, oh, that's what I need is a vagina that sounds like Darth Vader. Peggy, I am your vagina. I mean, really, don't you think I have enough problems? Fuck. So I went to a party, I had a short skirt on, this is a true story. I had short skirt on. Oh, I forgot to say you're not supposed to wear underwear with this Spanx. Fucked up that whole joke right there. So anyways, no underwear on, Spanx, short skirt, I go to a party, I think I'm cool, I pick up a beer, and it's a house party, and I sit down at the kitchen chair, and I hear, I'm like, oh fuck, that ain't good. So I try to get up, and that fucking chair was stuck to me. I'm telling you what, the suction was so fierce, I could feel my ears pop. I am telling you what, I could have picked up an F-150 with a family of 5 pulling a trailer with my twat. I know all you girls are jealous. I know all you men can line up right here, baby. So anyways, I'm trying to get this chair off me. So I'm pulling this chair off, and then finally, I sweep the chairs off. And I look around the party, and the whole party's looking at me. I'm fucking embarrassed. And then I notice they're all looking down at the chair. I left a clam print on the chair. This guy's dry heaving right here. It's okay, don't worry, because the family dog came over and he licked that clam print right off the chair. I know, I love that dog. I got kicked out of the party. I took the dog with me. No peanut butter required.
Love y'all. My girl back there looking, oh, the camera, she beautiful too. Only problem with having a beautiful girl is everybody fucking staring at your girl all day. All fucking day. Men, women, little kids, dogs, they don't give a fuck, every fucking body. So what I like to do is, I make a little game myself. I like to stare at the people who's staring at my girl. Because they always stare at her, and they stare at me. So you see them, I fuck her first, they look, you know, all that shit, they look at you. And then while you look at me, I'm looking right at you. Now, it's a little game with me. I'll tell you, I'm enjoying myself. I'm not jealous at all. This is my girl, I'm with her, I'm cool. But I'm having fun. So if you stare at me, I mean, you look at her, well, I fucking all right. You look at her, you look at me, I'm looking at you. You look away, alpha male, baby, I win. It's cool, every time. Sometimes people look a little longer. So you look at me, I look at you, and I gaze at you, and you look away. Alpha male, baby, I win. But sometimes I look, and they look, and I gaze, and they gaze, and I stare, and they stare. The whole shit, I gotta look away from him. Motherfucker crazy. Man.
Now, I don't think I'm gay, but that's as affirmative as I'll get with it, you know? Like, I don't know, it's a fluid thing. I'm an ever-evolving creature. I used to not like avocados. I used to be like, no avocados go in my mouth. And now I'm like, oh yeah, give me the little ball, I'll lick it clean. Want it inside me. I don't know, it's cool to see like progress on that front. You know, the gay movement, you know, gay marriage is legal now, that's cool. The whole LGBTQ, TRSUV, the whole movement, it's great. It's crazy to me that we still have people protesting that though, isn't it? The gay, it's just crazy. Why do they do it? The Bible. That's right, the Bible, B-I-B-L-E. Was that the power of Christ making that a hard I? I don't think so. Whenever people are protesting and they bring up the Bible, they're always like, that was another slow one, huh? They're always like, it's wrong, you know, it's in the Bible, it's a sin. Here's my problem with that. I don't look that good anyway. She can block the camera, it's alright. Do what you want to do, it's fine. Thank you. But they always bring up the Bible like, it's in the Bible, it's a sin. Here's my problem with that. Doesn't the Bible also say that gluttony and sloth are both sins? So how come I never see Christians protesting fat people? Because that's a thing, right? Why isn't that a thing? Christians should be outside of McDonald's with signs and chants hurting people's feelings, you know? Repent or burn, fat ass. I've never seen that in my life. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna go to some anti-gay rallies, turn them anti-fat. I'm gonna make my own signs and everything. You know, faggots burn in hell, fatties burn in a gym. God hates faggots, God hates fatties. Same-sex marriage is an abomination. So are cankles. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about? I'm a single father, full-time single father. My daughter actually just turned 6. Thank you. I'm gonna get the applause and then I'm gonna stop to chew some ice. She's just getting to that age where she's starting to figure out that we're poor. Oh, thank you for your concern. It's really okay. I don't know if you noticed I'm white. It'll be all right. No, but really, it's not that bad. You know, it's not bad so much as just absolutely ridiculous in my case. Because I've grown up with every single advantage possible, you know? I grew up in a nice household, loving parents, good family, grew up in the suburbs, good education. My parents spent over $100,000 sending me to private school, K through college. I should be like a fucking astronaut or something, you know? Instead, I knocked up my college girlfriend, became a single father, and started a lucrative career as a social worker / amateur stand-up comedian. And that, my friends, is how you combat white privilege. Yeah. Everyone's always like, we need to do this. I'm this part. Nobody ever talks about that shit. I do. You're welcome. This is the face of progress. Ta-da!